What's going on, everybody? It's your host, the Crypto Wonder from the Crypto Wonder Podcast. Hope you're doing well. Let's get right into it. Today, the founder of Hex, Richard Hart himself, had a live stream with another social media personality, YouTube content creator, meet Kevin. And I caught some of the live stream, and I was glad to hear how Richard was giving the man sheer education, really, on crypto, sheer education on markets, sheer education on how markets work, how crypto works, even business, and even applied, from what I caught, even applied some examples or analogies with real estate, being that Meet Kevin is likes to talk about real estate when he creates his content, and that's great. That's great. The exposure, absolutely. Like it's the cross marketing, cross talent or audience, his audience, as far as Meet Kevin could get familiar now with Hex. I know, I'm just going to put it out there, I'm sure Richard piqued the interest of many from, Meet Kevin's audience, and they'll probably do their own research and try to find out what Hex and PulseChain and these things are about, because Richard sort of like has that effect on people. He may come off as, very abrasive sometimes, but, the knowledge speaks for itself. Right? The knowledge speaks for itself. You can't argue with factual information. You can't. You could disprove. You could try to disprove or reject, but the way that Richard presents his information, it's in a way where sometimes you have to go back and do some fact checking and find out that what he was talking about the whole while was facts. Teaching the people what really is, what's really going on with cryptocurrency, what's going on with these markets, what's going on with these founders, what's going on with these bad practices that you find in crypto. And one thing too that I don't know why people, let me change that. I kind of understand why of what I'm about to say right now. People should stop really caring about how many followers, subscribers, and all of that. If really, I'm going to give you an example. Like with me, myself, I've had this channel 5 years, going on 6. And I've had, when I started the channel, it started off completely different. I had nothing to do with cryptocurrency. And then a year into, once 2017 rolled around, I started talking about crypto a lot more until now. Today, it's all about crypto, right? I never gave up. And what I'm trying to say is this. I create content because I create content, and I enjoy it. I enjoy creating what I do. Now, everyone has their own, mission and objective or what they want to do. Some people create content to earn a living, really to generate revenue, because you can do that with these services and applications. These channels are not ours, by the way. We rent them, right? It's like we rent these channels. YouTube could take these channels away from us at any given point. Yeah, we could appeal and all that, but that centralized entity calls the shots, and they have the final word. Going back to what I'm saying, I made my information and my content because it's just what I enjoy doing, and whoever watches it, that's fine. Whoever doesn't watch it, that's fine too. I've said like, share, and subscribe. I've had my periods when I've said that, and then I've had my periods where I didn't have to say that because I just speak, and maybe because my style is different. Maybe I should. Maybe I shouldn't. Who cares? I understand the whole thing with algorithm, trying to tap into a market. Maybe you should say certain things to remind your viewers to click a like, share, leave a comment, or subscribe or whatever. I mean, that's cool. That's fine. But I don't have a lot of views. Haven't had a lot of views. And that doesn't really phase me one way or another, because again, I've been doing this 6 years. I don't create content just to be salacious. I don't create content just to garner attention. Maybe because I have other things that I do with my life too. I have other obligations. I have other commitments, other things that I do that I enjoy doing, by the way. And then I see sometimes people get frustrated, right? And I understand that frustration where they don't have the viewership, where they feel sort of like deflated, like they're putting in a lot of work and it's amounting to nothing, right? This is how they feel. And then in many cases, and I've even said this before over the years, there's been crypto YouTubers, people who talked about crypto, who unfortunately had bad experiences in crypto and they left and never came back. But they did all that work just to give up and quit. This was something that you really cared about doing, you wouldn't leave. But a lot of their arguments would be, no one watches their videos, no one likes, shares, and subscribes. It's like, you shouldn't have to really worry about that. Just focus on your work. Everything else will come in due time. Everything doesn't operate the same for everyone. You understand? Everything just does not operate the same for everyone. Just like in regular life, you have those who are just, incredibly skilled to do certain things. And then you have other people who it may take them a little bit more effort, a little bit more energy, a little bit more time, right? To get things together. This is just how life is. It's no different here. But I've seen people just kind of like display or express their frustrations and even anger towards their viewers because their viewers are not, like, they're not, their channels or their social media profiles are not growing. Now, listen, I stopped caring about that because it's like it doesn't pay bills, right? It doesn't pay my bills. I do what I do because I enjoy it. And even if you have one subscriber, that's one person that took an interest to subscribe and follow whatever you have going on in the world. That should be, how some people say when you try to help somebody, as long as you were able to reach out and help one person, your job is done. Why don't you look at things from that perspective? But people don't want to do that because with social media, it's all about numbers. It's all about analytics. It's all about monetization. It's all about, I need these files. I need this. You just get plugged up into this freaking matrix that drives you crazy. And what do I always talking about? Being well. Because when you have to get up and then run to some type of device to see how many people subscribe to your channel today, that's that's a little questionable to me, man. That's your highlight, the highlight of your life for the day, to turn on your device to see how many people liked your video, liked your post, how many people you were able to, who is following you now. Like, come on. That shouldn't be your only way to feel good for the day. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm sure it's a good, sure. But every day for this to be, because when a person says, okay, I'm not doing any more videos anymore, because someone posted that today. I'm not doing any more videos anymore because people in the Hex community don't support each other, and, PulseChain, we don't support each other. You're not getting any more videos from me. Nobody, like, not for nothing, people don't care. That's the reality. Folks don't care. And you know, like people, your viewers can appreciate you because that's why they tuned into you. That's why they subscribe to your channel. Your viewers can appreciate your work. But you're not the only, one monkey ain't gonna stop the show. You're not the only person out here creating content in the most successful social media platform that we have, YouTube. So to say these things and to like veil threats, I understand. People get angry and pissed off and discouraged and disheartened and feel like they're wasting their time. But to lash out at viewers, like who's already tuned into you, what's the point of that? I wouldn't do that. I'm not going to do that because it doesn't make sense. I try to apply some form of logic in what I do. And doing that doesn't make sense. Imagine me turning on a device and bitching at my viewers because they're not subscribing to me and all this. Come on, man. Nobody got time for that, man. Especially if you're a person of a certain age. Leave that for the youth where they're trying to figure things out. But when you reach a certain age, I mean, come on. Some type of wisdom should be exercised or applied in some of these things of what we do. For real. Like I say all the time, and this is why I say what I say with regards to a lot of people are just going to be left behind. What is it that you're doing these things for? Like, what is it that you speak about these things for? Like, for me, I speak about what I speak about to share, to give people powerful information that's going to help improve their life. That's really why I do what I do. Really. And in this case with crypto, yeah, it's going to help improve your life immensely. True to form. I don't care if one person hears me or 1,000 people. It don't matter. It doesn't matter. I said what I said and I put it out there and I said I leave it for the YouTube powers that be to do whatever they want with the content because I decided to do that because I enjoy doing that. That's it. I don't want anything back. If I get anything back, that's a bonus. If I don't, it's okay. Again, so that's why some of the things I could see where Richard, I could understand how he thinks. Because people often expect something. When you create content, a lot of content creators expect. They have expectations. They have conditions. No, when you do things free flowing, you're free. You're not bound by anything because you're the creator. You're the creator. You call the shots. Yay or nay or whatever. So these things shouldn't bother you. If you get your channel struck down, really, okay, well, in my case, I wouldn't care. Because this thing is something that's fun to me. I could create another channel and do it all over again. But for some people, they can't do that because this has become their everything. Sad to say. It's become their everything. That's all they got. And in some cases, some people, this is not just all they got. They just want the attention. It's become a drug. It's become a drug. And there will always be people who have more than you. And what I mean by that is that's in every aspect of life, including social media. There's always going to be people out here who do less than you and who have more of a following than you. Point blank, period. So when you understand some of these things, you let these things that you create for yourself, all this extra pressure and frustration, life is too short, man. This is part of the thing of social media, why, you got to identify what works for you and what doesn't. This creator has a few thousand subscribers and he's bitching. I don't even have that. And I'm good. I'm good. I don't care. Again, I have fun doing what I do. But people lose sight of that. Folks want to, instead of being themselves, they just want to be, they who cares? Like, as long as you are genuine with what you create and what you do, and what you put out there, that's all that matters. Let it be what it's going to be. Everybody can't be the shining star or the, whatever. Everybody can't be number one out here, man. Even Meet Kevin, he's not the number one viewed YouTuber, believe it or not. With 1.7 million followers. He's not the top viewed. He's not the top. But when you give up, what does that do? What does that do for you? That might, I'm going to get y'all because I'm mad. I'm going to get y'all. I'm going to point fingers. I'm going to get y'all. So I'm going to stop doing what I'm doing like you hurting anybody. Okay. People are just going to stop seeing you in the content you provide. They move on to the next. There's plenty. Who cares? So it's the truth. It's the truth. We got something going on right here with Hex. We got something going on right here with PulseChain. We got something going on right here with PulseX, where you could talk about it for hours, days on end. Days on end. Got a sacrifice that might launch within the next 36 hours or so, whatever, a day or two, like how he said today in the live stream. You could talk about that. You could talk about how people just try to ape in and are saying that they are going to go for broke. Like they're going all in. Especially those who missed the PulseChain sacrifice. They're going to go beast mode for PulseX. Why? Because people want a chance to get rich. That's the bottom line. People want a chance to get rich. People want a chance to make money. Forget all the other fluffy crap. That's just the bottom line. And people are it's the competitive. It's going again with the whole game theory. There's so many levels of game theory here. You're talking about people are creating strategies for a sacrifice, for something where you shouldn't have any expectations from the work of others. No expectations of profit from the work of others. And folks are clamoring right now for this ethereal competition they got going on for something that they shouldn't even expect to have. Folks are losing their wigs right now, right? In utter excitement and anticipation to uproot themselves out of whatever fucked up situation they're in. Because they don't want to miss out. They want to get a chance to also experience the 10,000x, 20,000x staking gains that were done within the last 2 freaking years. And people want to talk about they're going to quit doing content because no one's following. Nobody cares, man. We got a lot more to do. There's a lot more going on than a person's feelings. Like, if you can't, you know what I'm saying? If you can't handle the heat, get out of the kitchen. There's another thing with social media and all these things right here. It's not easy for everybody. Everybody can't respond the same to everything. You got trolls, you got bullies, you got all this stuff going on that comes with this. All this kind of stuff. A lot of people can't handle it differently. Some people have literally fallen apart because they can't handle the drama that comes with this. So if it's too much for you, keep it moving. But don't try to vilify your audience, because I wouldn't do that. It's not the audience's fault. It's not my listeners' fault. Well, people do that just because they're crying for attention. And sometimes that sickens me, because you're an adult. Be an adult. And we talk about PulseChain. We talk about crypto. We talk about making gains, bread, money, in a time where everything is confusing. Everything is upside down. Like I said before in my other video, I live in a town where the kids are wilding. That's it. They running around gripped up, clapping at each other, making music about it. Drill music. Talking about their deceased, to disrespect each other. Talk about their loved ones, disrespecting one another. Living in the same communities, in the same towns among every tax-paying citizen out here. And folks want to uproot themselves and find a better way. I live in a place where they got shooting galleries now, where the mayor approved of a shooting gallery. You know what that is for people who don't know? Where folks are allowed to go get high at certain locales. Facts. And people are going to talk to me and complain to me about, oh, they don't get viewership and subscribership. Stop crying. Stop the blood clot crying. Seriously, man. All this stuff going on now, all this crazy stuff, and I didn't even scratch the surface. How expensive life has become. For the same things, the same goods and services you got to buy, you paying more for it now. And we got crypto, intangible money that could help us uproot ourselves and find a better way. So 12 months from now could be a little bit more prettier for us, or 13 months, 24 months, whatever. So our future could be brighter. But you got people caught up in their feelings, temporary feelings, and fuck shit, trying to like make people feel bad because no one subscribes. Who cares about that, man? No one cares about all that. No one cares. No one. And that's the truth. I'm sorry, like these crypto people who like, yo, table all that, man. It's all entertainment after a while, and it's noise after a while. Because if you're not talking money, then you're not saying nothing. Nobody's saying nothing. You can't be crying on the damn thing. Twitter, oh, I quit. I'm not doing this anymore. That's your problem. Goodbye. Sorry, not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. People are getting ready to figure out, look, them dudes are sending messages on like, yo, they about to get paid in January. Could you look out, extend the, sacrifice period because people are getting bread and jet. Like, folks are really trying to work to really find a way to get into a sacrifice. Trying to pool their resources together to really try to find a way to get into sacrifice. And I'm going to be worried about my subscribership. I don't care about all that, man. I understand network effect. So if you want to be a part of the network effect, stop bitching and just create. Do what you got to do. Add to the fold. What are you going to contribute? If you're going to take away, that's your business. You won't be missed. It is what it is. And I don't care. Like I've always said this before, and I've said this previously. I don't care who likes me and who don't. It's well appreciated, and I'm grateful, but I know where I stand. As a man, as a human being. I don't just represent me. I live for many. I live for me and many. So I don't have time to vie for anybody's bullshit ass attention. And that's me. And what I'm talking about is powerful shit. That's life-changing. That's life-changing. Living in a town where you got to deal with fucking mandates just to live. And everybody's good with it. Most of the people are good with it. Miss me with the complaining about the fugazi nonsense. Miss me with all that. Miss me with all that. I don't feel bad for nobody who got small followers and crying because they're not being watched. Who cares? Do your work. No pain, no gain. You want 10,000 X's, 20,000, 50, 100,000, a million X's? You got to go through the dips. You got to go through the pain. And this is what it's about. Put in your work. Get your hands dirty. That's it. And if you don't, you don't. But stop bitching. There's a lot of people out here who don't care, who will never hear you, who will never hear me. Even with the valuable information that we share with regards to crypto, with regards to Hex, with regards to PulseChain and PulseX. Valuable information. Life-changing information. With Hex alone. Valuable information. And people are going to be suffering cognitive dissonance, will even willingly, consciously close their ears. They could go kick rocks. What you gonna do? Cry because they're not listening? No. You're gonna keep it moving, keep it pushing. Who should have, and when you think about it, you see Richard spoke to the guy, and then, me, Kevin, blah, blah, blah. Who should have really been the one with the 1,000,000 subscribers? Who? Between the two of them, joke. Like really. Like, let's really, seriously. Yeah. But you know what? It's all right. Doesn't mean the man didn't create multi-millionaires across the world. Has Kevin done that? I doubt it. Seriously. Has all these other YouTubers, these BitBoy Crypto, Altcoin Daily, Voscoin, Cryptos R Us, have they done that? No. They can't claim that they've changed the people's lives to where there's multi-millionaires all across the world. Richie Rich can. But none of these other suckers. So none of them, like, it don't even matter. It don't even matter. The attention is going to come because it's going to work organically in a natural way, the way it's supposed to. Don't force it. That's my thing. Don't force it. Because look what happens, right? People are going to come. You see a tweet, they engage. Oh, yeah, let me try this and do it. They met today and they spoke. They did their 1-2s. And that's just how it multiplies. Building, the dude talked about network effect, the one that's quitting. But now you talk about the network effect, but you're going to quit. So if you quit, you're not a part of the network effect anymore. Stop talking then. Give up. I'm done. I'm not going to give up, though, because I enjoy what I do. And I've been doing this for a while. And not only that, but because it's the right thing to do. Because at PulseX right now, PulseX, before the year's over, we only got hours before the year's over, like not like literally hours, but 3 days? Yeah. You gonna prepare? Or you not? It's your business, not mine. I know what I'm gonna do. I'm out. Peace.